Hi, people of hope. This is Pastor Sarah with your daily word from the heart of hope. Recently, I had the opportunity to travel to Arizona and to do some hiking in the desert. And on one of my walks, a couple mile little loop that I got to do in the desert, I was just struck by those cactuses, those super tall ones that grow in Arizona, and they're the classic ones that you see on like desert art and that you see like on like travel mugs and stuff. They're super tall and they're big and round, and their needles are like huge. They're these huge needles and they're kind of scary looking. And yet they're also beautiful. They're homes for birds and animals. I was told that if ever you get caught in the desert out there and you don't have any water, that you can, well, it doesn't taste good, you can drink the water in those cacti. And so as I stood before one of these cacti and I was looking at the parched landscape around me, I was reminded how many of us, when we go through hard times, tough things that are painful, that hurt, we can get so caught up in trusting only in ourselves and only trusting in the ways of the world that all we do is focus on the pain. And yet, through looking at that cactus, we're reminded that God is in everything. In that cactus, there is life, there is water, right? And if we but crack it open, and we're reminded that even in the tough things, even in the painful things, God is present, God is with us, God is for us, and He is sustaining us, and He walks with us through hard things. Oftentimes we want to run away from those things, but what if we just invited God and saw God in our painful moments? He's with us. He is for us. It reminds me actually of Jeremiah. When the prophet Jeremiah spoke to Israel, he said this in chapter 17. Cursed is the man who trusts in man and makes flesh his strength, whose heart turns away from the Lord. He is like a shrub in the desert, and shall not see any good come. He shall dwell in the parched places of the wilderness, in an uninhabited salt land. But blessed is the man who trusts in the Lord, whose trust is the Lord. He is like a tree planted by water and sends out its roots by the stream and does not fear when heat comes, for its leaves will remain green, and is not anxious in the year of drought, for it does not cease to bear fruit. And so like that cactus, that scary looking cactus that with those long needles, and yet it bears fruits and seeds, and those fruit and seeds are edible. And so when we trust in the Lord, even through tough times, painful times, we will still bear fruit, and we will still be nourished by the Lord, and we will have life. And so I want to encourage you today, whatever pain, whatever hardship you might be facing or a loved one is facing, I want to encourage you to encourage your loved one to trust in the Lord, because with Him there is life, there is hope, there is healing. All right, God bless you. God keep you today.